It's Mark at Affordable Camper Vans, and this is my own van. And you may have seen the video where I went camping and I had that strange arrangement where I could sleep in it, but I also used it when I was working as a carpenter. Well, I've decided, seeing as I'm a bit slack for work at the moment, to rip out that and build a proper affair, like similar to what I built with the other van. But this time I'm going to leave in that rear passenger seat. So yeah, this is what's keeping me busy at the moment. I've gutted out the seat belt over there. I'm going to put the floor down later, and obviously I have to drill a couple of holes in the floor for the gas dropouts. I've had these plastic trims off, and I've screwed a piece of timber behind there to the metal framework, so that when I come to fix the bed and on this side the unit, I've got something solid to fix into. So basically that's what it looks like at the moment, and hopefully it will look as nice as the other one. Just show you what I'm up to here. This is the front of the unit, the sink cooker unit, and what I'm doing, I'm using the guide with a jig, and I'm making these little holes to take one of my little magnets and bolt that through from behind. Two of those. When it's this unit's all assembled and in the van, I've got these supports and they just clip on like that, and that becomes the support for the pull-out bed. That's the middle support, and this will be the end support. And at the front I've got a metal leg which screws in, and that basically supports the bed extension when it pulls out. This is the inside of the cupboard, and I'm going to bolt through, and I'm using this thread lock because I don't want to do the bolt up too tight, because the magnets work better if they've got a little bit of movement in them. So I'm going to stick a bit of that thread lock down here. And then that in from underneath. Can't do this one-handed. I'm just going to have to put the phone down a sec. Don't go away. Normal service will be resumed in a sec. Alright, I'm back. Yep, so just tighten that up, but obviously I won't do it up too tight because I want there to be some movement. A bit more. Yeah, that should be good. Once that thread lock goes off, that shouldn't come undone, but there's still a bit of movement in the magnet. Do the others now. So there's my two magnets, and this is the support. And on the other side of the support, I've screwed a couple of washers, and they're flush. And basically, like I showed you, that just clips on like that. So this is the front of the cooker sink unit. It's where the bed extension will rest. And originally I was going to put a batten across here for it to rest on, but that would cut down on leg room. So then I've toyed with the idea of fixing a piece like that, screwing it through the back. But again, that cuts down on the leg room and the ability to pull the boxes out. So I came up with this idea with the magnets, and then all you do, clip that on like that, and that supports the centre of the bed, and that will support the end of the bed. I'm using these plastic corner profiles on the cabinet. You can use anodised aluminium, but it marks very easily, so I thought I'd go with this plastic. And this one I've actually put together. It makes it very easy to make up the cabinets. And I'm going to put some extra metal corners in there as well to help strengthen it a bit. It's pretty simple. All I've got to do now is put a back on this cabinet. I've grooved out for it there, and put a little bit inside for the gas locker, and obviously need the doors fitted, and a worktop with the sink and cooker unit combo in, and that'll be that done. I'm going to cut the back panel with the track saw, just using normal standard 12mm ply for that. I'll stain it grey. I do that to all bare ply and timber just to make it look nice, and also stops it from going mouldy. Now, because I'm making this unit smaller than normal so that I can get my extra seat in the back, I've got to work out if the gas bottle's still going to fit. I want to keep the water container part of the cupboard the same size, so I can get 3 of those in, one for waste, one for fresh, and one for the shower. So that was 510, which comes to there. And I've just checked this gas thing with the retaining strap on, and I need a minimum of, what was it now, 245 minimum, and thankfully I'm left with 275, so I should get the gas in no problem. So that's all worked out good. Here's the unit assembled. Just putting the last door on. As you can see, got the cutter for making the hole, and I've got these sprung hinges that stay shut when you close them. That way the door will stay shut like that. I won't even bother putting a latch on them. You see, I've got a copper fitting for the gas. The rubber hose will push onto it there, and on the inside you have to run copper pipe as per the regulations into the fixed gas cooker. Tina wrapped up. It's a little bit chilly today. Just sticking this draft excluder on, keep the gases in. Self-adhesive. Got templates for these fancy shapes that I make. Just show you a simple one on the corner edges of this worktop. So basically that's got a radius on it, and I use one of these router bits, which is, let's try and focus better. It's got a little ball bearing follower, and that follows the shape of the template, and then the cutter cuts below. So what I'll do, first of all, I'll just trim back the excess so that the router bit doesn't have to work so hard. Obviously try not to cut through the template. Then take the router, left on about 1/4 of an inch there, and then I'll get the router. The little wheel, just follow that all the way around. undo the clamps. Wrong way. There you go, one nice round. I've got the worktop cut. Got a little bit on the side. I'm going to flap down for a little bit of extra workspace. And I've cut a little tabletop as well. And I've swapped over the router bit. Now got a slot cutter so that I can put the edging, T-edging on. And I did try it out on a bit of waste timber first to get it right, and then I shall do the lot of them. Okay, the test piece went okay, so I can do the rest the same. And I'll show you these tools that I got from IKEA. A nylon meat tenderizer. Use that for bashing the edging on. So be careful not to use the dimpled side. And also a wooden rolling pin, and I use that when I'm doing like internal corners. Get right in there and give that a good bashing. Right, I'm going to go ahead, T-slot all these. I won't film it because I don't want to get it wrong one-handed. I'm going to cut out for the cooker sink unit now. I'm going to lay that on the worktop. I'm going to centralise it, so the easiest way is to get it flush one end. Measure what's left. 130, so half of that will be 65, so if I come 65 in from the edge, should be the same the other side, and then I'll draw around it, but then I'll cut 10mm within that line to allow it to overlap. Worktop cut. Not much of it left. Fits alright. Just PVA all these raw edges. And run where the sink goes as well. Stop any water getting in there and expanding the timber. Here's the storage bulkhead shelf. Cut it to shape. Bit tricky trying to get it the right shape, but once you've got one made, you can use that as a template for the next. And here's the other one that I've covered with the van lining carpet. That's the underside, obviously. And I've got the pelmet for the curtains that run along it, and also a little upstand to stop anything rolling off the shelf. But generally, you just put your bedding up there, so it's not really going to roll around anyway. And that goes on the front like that, obviously upside down at the moment. And that's another thing I've got to get put into the van before I evacuate this unit. Just drilling a hole in the floor of the van for the dropout vents. There's one for the actual gas locker and the other one for the cooker cupboard, because the gas pipes run through that, so if there was a leak there, they need somewhere to go as well. Now, it wasn't as nerve-wracking this time because I've already done one van, but you know, you never know what's under there. Could be a diesel tank, could be a fuel brake line, something like that. But as I've done one before, I was pretty confident there was nothing there, and there isn't, so that's good. Sorry I didn't film a lot today, but I want to get this done by tomorrow, so I'm out of here. Put the electrics in, put the lights in, put the lino down, fix the dropout vents. I'm going to have the van up on ramps in a minute and just mastic below. This is what the underside of a Ford Tourneo Connect looks like. Lucky the dropout vents come out in a clear area, misses the spare tyre and any pipes or brake lines. I've already primed the metal and now I'm just going to mastic round there. Right, got an empty van, time to start putting stuff in. Got the cooker sink unit ready to go. Bed made up, ready to go. Slide back in to make a bench. Porta potty lives here on magnets. And I have 2 storage boxes there, a storage box there, and a Dometic fridge thing there. Right, time to get busy. That's about all I've got time for today. Got to clear this unit out now. Can't afford to pay the rent anymore. I have to finish this off at home after the lockdown's finished. As you can see, it's a little bit different to the other one. I've kept one of the back seats in so I can take 2 passengers. I've got to plumb that all in yet. And that's about the size of it for now. So, see you another time. Stay busy, stay safe. Tina says bye for now. Bye.